What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here today with Loza from the YouTube channel Loza. And surprise, he's here for Dark Magician.
You know how it be. Alright, we'll get into the card by card. Starting off, 2 DM. If you play 3, you're just wrong. There's no other way to say it. It's 2, baby. 1 Red Eyes. This is like our pseudo 3rd DM. That's why there's another reason to just not play a 3rd DM. And we're playing Mana. You can play DMG, you can play Mahad, it doesn't matter. You just need to play an extra name for Soul Servant. And this one can be an extender when a spellcaster's targeted. So we go and play that one. The good cards. Magician Souls. This is going to put your DMs and your manas in the bin, so hopefully they're not in your hand. If they are in your hand, hopefully your Illusion of Chaos new card fixes that, and the triple Magician's Rod as well. This card good because it says get missing piece. That's pretty much it. 1 Apprentice, because sometimes you open this card and you've already got Rod and Souls and you're like, what get? So you get this lady here. She's okay. And we're going to play 2 of this to go with that. And our 3rd ritual we're going to play is Soravus, because it's kind of a hand trap, but also not. It's mainly just to protect Anaconda and make sure it resolves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Apart from that, it's a dragon.
I was like, Dragoon can't be targeted though.
Yeah, it's just to make sure you get to Dragoon. But yeah, you can definitely not play this, but I really like it. And I've cut like the other stuff. I used to play Eagle Booster and Call By. I cut them and I went, I'm just going to focus on this because it's searchable off prep.
Yeah.
And you know, it protects Anaconda. Anaconda kind of good. So for today, I wanted to put heaps of hand traps in the main. So we had triple Nibiru and triple Ghost Ogre. My friend Michael from Dark Magical Gaming recently topped his locals with like a 15 hand trap list of DM. So I was like, I want to do this. So I didn't go that far. I think I have 12 hand traps. So these are the first 6. Ghost Ogre was really shit today because I didn't verse any Brave Engine or any Sword Soul or anything where it was kind of relevant.
Yeah.
So kind of shit. Nibiru was good when I saw it. It did Nibiru things. It was great. These are the more generic hand traps, so they definitely are kind of the staples. They always came up. I just never drew Imperm for some reason, but it is what it is. Ash, good card, so you'll love to see it. Alright, double prep. I was playing 3, but I just cut 1 to make more room for hand traps. You can still play 3, it's fine. You can't really brick on this card since if you have 1, you can search Illusion of Chaos. And Illusion of Chaos searches Magician Souls, which is somewhere.
Somewhere in the pile.
Somewhere in the pile.
Action shot of the pile.
Searches Magician Souls, right? And then you summon Magician Souls, and it can send your other preps and draw. So like, people who tell me like they only play 1 prep, I'm like, what are you doing? Like, definitely cut on these to play more prep. It just makes more sense. All right, for the best spell in the deck. The best spell. Won me most of my games today. Or like, you get drolled and you just go, okay, slap this down. Hope they don't have Ash. Card good. I still can't convince some Dark Magician players to play it 3. So I say, play it at 2. They try it and they're normally like, it's good. I'm like, yeah. Turns out, 1 card, boss monster, that puts Dark Magician in bin, good. Who would have guessed? 1 magicalized, it's pretty much just to make that 2nd Dragoon. If you do open Magician Souls, you can also make a Dragoon with these 2 cards if you're playing I'm Dark. If you're not playing I'm Dark, you cannot. So that is why I'm Dark's going to be in the extra deck. These 2 cards are also very good because this says, hey, get this card. And this card says, hey, 1 card Dragoon. And also you can get a draw sometimes. Because we have prep, you're more likely to get the draw. But yeah, it still doesn't come up too much. But yeah, engine's very good and it always baits a hand trap. Or this engine doesn't have to go into Anaconda. It can go into Dark now, which going 2nd I did a lot of the time because then Dark also forces out an effect without paying 2k and paying, you know, sending ref for cost. So Dark, very good link to climb into with this package. And obviously it doesn't use your normal, so that's why it's so insane. Upstart. This card's insane in this deck, so I'm kind of going to group it with the DM cards just because these are the cards you play it with. Obviously, Upstart is Upstart. You can just play it if you have none of these. But if you see Upstart with these or with Magician's Rod that can get you to these, cool, you can now go Upstart. Your opponent probably won't ash you except if they're Jake. And then you can chain Soul Servant. And that means you can search anything in your deck. This literally just stacks any card that lists DM. So you've just kind of rotated for literally your whole deck. It's really nice. And obviously you can then banish this later and get a draw. So a lot of the time you're going to want Magician Souls, but you know, different scenarios mean you might want different shit. And the last card is just the 1 trap, Eternal Soul. I'm not playing Skill Drain in the main or any other traps because everyone just knows you're playing DM and they go Unga Bunga back row removal. So I was like, I'm just going to play the 1, and yeah, I play 1 circle as well, and if they get wiped, you just grab them back with Soul Servant.
This is supposed to be a 3-off though.
True. That is what everyone from 2016 says. This card does this crazy thing where it takes cards from your grave or deck or hand, but that never really comes up, and you put them on top of the deck, and then you banish and you draw. So you can have this in your grave, or you can have Circle in your grave and actually get them back. So yeah, people need to stop playing these at 3. They're really bad at 3. Anyway, extra deck things. 2 Dragoon, pretty self-explanatory. Card good. To go with that, 2 Anaconda. There's 2 because 1 can get negated and you just want to be able to make another one next turn, or you just want to make Magical Ice next turn. Card good. 1 Artemis. She is the lady who does things. She just links Rod away, and then you can recycle Rod for free. So it's what you do when you have Rod on like all back row or just like all hand traps or just nothing else to do. It's really good. 1 Ime Duck, it's kind of like Link Spider, but it's a dragon. So that's relevant because Magical Ice Fusion means you can make Dragoon. Its effect doesn't really come up, so I don't really need to talk about that. Relinquish Anima, probably the MVP of today. So many times people just put important shit in a zone where this could target it. Oh, it's so good. And so Magician Souls going second becomes an interruption because of this. And because I'm maining Nibiru, it's an easy out to the token. Or it forces your opponent to use some random negate, which is kind of nice because Magician Souls doesn't really do much on its own. All right, let's look at the cool cards. Dark. I see people not playing this.
It's so good.
It's a Dark spellcaster called Dark.
It takes DPE.
It takes Darks. I don't understand. Please play this card. If you don't know what to cut, a lot of lists are playing Wee Witch still. I don't know why. Please don't play Wee Witch. This is just better Wee Witch. And yeah, everyone always has a Dark in their grave, and if they don't, cool, just don't make this. Make Anaconda. It's fine. But basically, Dark gets you to access code through Celine, and Celine will obviously summon any spellcaster back, meaning she can summon back like your Dark Magicians and trigger your circles, or summon back Dragoon, which is another thing. One thing people don't talk about is you can just, if you lose Eternal Soul, or if you just have heaps of counters on this, let's say your opponent's got heaps of spells engraved, you don't have to go on access code. Just go into Celine, bring back Dragoon, and every turn just keep bringing, it's a quick effect, right? Your opponent's turn, bring back DM, just keep bringing back spellcasters and flood the board. You can bring back Dark as well, like it's just value. Oh no, you can't bring back Dark, sorry, it's a link. But the point is, you can just use it as your budget Eternal Soul if you lose Eternal Soul. BLS, card's good, but I never really make it anymore. I feel like you only make it when you're really far ahead, and you're kind of just winning already.
Yeah.
It's good against Eldritch, and that was the main use of it in the deck, because once you boost to 4/5, Eldritch can't beat over it. But Eldritch have 3 skill drain now. Not as relevant, so I'm definitely thinking of getting rid of this. Maybe even just for Quintet. But yeah, that card kind of sucks now. Big sad. Link Karibo just goes along with the Striker package. For those who don't know, this just makes a 1-card Anaconda and puts Link Karibo in the grave as well. It's pretty cool.
Perfect.
Do
Easy
you
as.
want side or no?
Is there anything special in this? Oh wait, yeah, I see the card
cool
on top.
things.
There's a special card.
There's
inside.
cool things. So, we lost Imperial Order, but that's okay, because we have our own version. Triple Village with a Terror. Ironically, I didn't see this at all today when I started in all 4, so that sucks. But it is what it is. Apologies. Double Skill Drain, I literally don't own a third, or it'd probably be in here. Once again, didn't see it all today, so there were my going first sides, and I never saw them. Very depressing.
At least this means you see an engine.
Yeah, very true, very true. My going second sides, I had Token Collectors for Sword Soul or Brave, which again, I just didn't see. And Lanciers for Phantom Knights and any other kind of Banish related deck. None of these went in, ever. Big sad. And the Triple Evenly, these went in a fair bit. They went in against Eldritch, they went in against something else, I didn't see them though. Card good. Card says,
Goodbye.
flip Judgment or lose board. Either way, very good.
But it is time to plug your channel, sir.
I am Loza from Loza. Please subscribe to me and watch me activate Ref.